Hi guys, still Luca, still in my house, still quarantined. Today I would like to speak about human relations, account management in a marketing agency and sales. I would like to start first from that image, which is really silly, but I love it at the same time. The graphic and the kind of writings are not the best, but actually it tells a lot about business. So the first two things that you need to fix for having a sustainable business is the delivery and the sales. So the process that involved lead, so positive lead gen, positive closing, and positive sales. I'm writing very well. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, this problem. So lead, closing, sales. I will tell you later why they are separated. At least you need 5-10 clients, and you need a positive lead generation. Means positive ROI or ROAS. So that means that you know exactly what you need to do to get a given amount of clients. There are similar things to lead generation like referral. Referral is a great thing if here you need to pay attention to the details. If it's similar to network marketing. So if you have actually a decent amount of people for whom it's really likely that you will be referred. For example, I have met entrepreneurs that are referred 1 on 4. So on every 4 clients, they got 1 referral, and they have from 24 to 48 clients. That was killing that year. So that system of referrals is actually measurable because you say, okay, if I will have 24 or 48 or less than 48 numbers, the number of closing clients, so clients added to those that I actually have, will be positive. Plus the retention rate that I have of my clients, it's enough for having a sustainable system. So if I hire someone for do the work, I can actually pay that person from the money that I get from those clients. Because now having a clear ROI, return on investment, while we are talking about lead generation, means that you are hiring someone, but you don't actually know if you can pay he or her or not. So you need to pay attention to it. Once those two things are set up, we move to phase systems. I met this year many agencies that are just freelancer but bigger, because they are delegating the work, they are outsourcing it, but they are not actually handle this other stuff. So decide, delegate, design, business. And the problem of it is that they are losing a lot of money, but apart from that, they are putting in risk their employers, the people they employ. Because one of the first responsibility of someone that of a leader, is actually to take good decision, to take care of those that are working for him. He cannot work at his work without people that are working for him. And taking care means create a sustainable system. And a sustainable system is something that doesn't depend on us, because we are human and humanly limited. So you need to create something that actually doesn't need you at all. It's a step-by-step process. We will look today at 2 things. So the first things when it comes to work that are not involved the delivery or the lead generation is that they are 2 types of work. They could be automatic, like payment, international payment. Any marketing agency need to face WeTransfer, Pioneer, PayPal, Stripe, and so on. So someone that can actually handle those payments, and that is actually a VA. Someone that can work at VA as a VA, also an administrative stuff. But the big part of the administrative part are people that are humanly skilled. for sales and account management, for example, we need to consider that you need to have a high level of critical thinking, understanding. You cannot be a functional illiterate. You need to understand really well what does it mean a tone of voice, or in English, the international English language, which is not the national English if you live in UK or Canada or United States. There are two main books that can communicate well what are the main part of these skills that are requested. The first one is a bestseller, and it's How to Influence People by Dale Carnegie. The meaning of the book, which probably you have read, is that to achieve our result, we need to help the other to achieve them. So a place to work needs to be a place where people feel themselves realized, where they want to be, even for a part of their life. Another book I would like to talk about is The Selfish Gene by Richard Dawkins, a book that was able to demonstrate that most of the nature of human beings is the selfishness. There are many examples in the natural world that seems altruistic and that actually they are selfish. What tells us the book is that people tend to be conservative. So if you present your business like someone that will destruct someone's life, that will change it, probably they will not accept. If you say, I want you to work on percentage, and that person have no funnel and you don't have a funnel to work on. Or if you say something like, you need to work, you need to travel a lot, you need to move a lot. If that person doesn't accept the challenge, hardly he will accept, even if the most skilled person, and that means losing talent, because we are selfish. And yeah, to talk about this book, it's really good to say we need to help people, but business is a fucking nightmare, and we have problems in even managing sometimes the basic stuff, so it's hard to be dedicated. But what actually means that the business, our company should be a good place for someone else? You need to have KPI to measure what exactly in that moment can be done about the business, the activity. For example, when it comes to me, people that says, I never have sale, or I work on referral mostly, I need to start lead generation, and that person have no clue about the sales, and they are seeing themselves as successful agency in 1 year or two, when they actually have no idea about what's their preferred lead generation channel, what is the return on investment on it. I feel like disappointed because I got a lot of responsibility, but I know, because I actually know some procedure I can apply to start him understanding. But it's a long journey because you have to move that person from the illusion he has to the actual reality. And that things happen also when you employ someone. So the right point is that saying, listen, for sales, you choose someone that is really specialized in that. For example, in PPC, it's good to hire someone that actually have a PPC background, so you can reply to a technical question, but also have sales skills. So maybe an ex-entrepreneur, so someone that actually needed to close, or someone that studied sales and also have a PPC background. And you tell them, here, listen, I'm now making 5 calls with warm prospect every week, and I close 2 of them. I expect from you that in 3 months you will be capable of closing 3. Can I expect that from you? The person see in that example that there are a clear KPI of what's happening, so a clear idea of the present, and he has a clear idea of the future. So what expected from him and what you have to do right now. These 2 parts are fundamental, because when people can see something clearly technical in front of him right now, they're like, okay, I got it. Like, they can see physically. It's not something that it's not determinate, but it's something concrete. This is the key part. And then the future, so they can see their prospect, their economical belief, their realization as salesmen that can actually close everything they want to be. It's clear defined in the future. So I can expect from you to having 3 calls in 3 months. Even if that person might be not the best one, it's really important to consider it takes time for people to learn. So it's not good to fire or to take away a really talented person for not doing the work. It's really important to focus on what's wrong. Like, what are the KPI that are not, what are the things that are actually stopping. Until you have someone that tells you exactly what's not working and it's able to explain why it's not working, keeping, unless it's not a bullshit, so you say something that is not actually real and you can verify it, so you can say, listen, you are telling me that things, I measure it, the reality is this other thing, filed, okay. But until you're presenting problems that, and actually the real problems, there are problems to be fixed. When you started, you think you can go faster on a point, but there are more problems on the middle, but you're still moving. You are just moving slower. These are the 2 things when hiring. When growing a salesman, someone that needs to deal with sales, there are important 2 parts. The first thing I always say, it's really important the framing you have created in sales. I mean, you as agency owner. I want to tell you that story. Some time ago, I met a customer of mine, and he is a really shy guy, really. That much that when he meet clients or he do sales call, he doesn't speak. Usually it's the prospect or the client that asking him question. And he say to me, I'm really bad in doing sales. I want to hire someone. I say, you are not bad. You build an agency that has literally thousands of clients. You're probably one of the few millionaires on Upwork. He have a framing. What is a framing? A framing is the context he created around himself. His was an analyst framing, so people was understanding, even if he was speaking really technically, they was understanding that he was honest, essentially, and he know what he was speaking about, even if they didn't get it. The framing is the key part that was capable of bringing your agency where it is, because you actually grow it. So the only way to help other people get those framing, because the other people cannot be you, they need to act like you, okay? And to do that, they need to see you. So the first thing is, anytime you are selling, you need to record yourself. That's super important. So those people, so the salesmen you are hiring, can actually see you at work, can see you right in place. The second thing is doing ghosting, because it's cute to see you and try to do the same moves or try to rephrase what you are doing in the sales call in another context. So for example, for sure having someone that, if I take the previous example I was talking about, if you take someone that is really shy and was looking for someone that speak a little bit more with the prospect, it's fine that the actually hired salesman speak more, but that person will try to keep the analytical, the technical framework that owner has, because they know this is the winner framework. Obviously they can apply their skills, their point of view to re-elaborate it. That's perfectly fine. They are human, they need to re-elaborate. If not, they were a machine. This is really important. And then doing ghosting during calls, because the pressure you have when you are actually in a sales call, it's enormous. It's something that you cannot predict and you need to face it. Since the business owner is experienced on handling objection, handling problems, what will happen is that the pressure will increase the focus of the new salesman. When you reply to objection, the salesman will see what's happening and then he will learn. A good trick is testing. So do the first ghosting where he listens, but after that leave some questions to you, like, I want that this question is replied by my assistant, by my new salesman, by Gregory, whatever is his name. Because I see that when there is the ghosting on people that don't act, they don't feel the pressure. When they are involved, there is the pressure. Obviously, you need to be capable of handling the situation, but we all hope that Gregory will reply correctly to the question of the potential client. Account management. So essentially the same skills you are looking for a salesman and the same processes are applicable to an account management position. The account manager is one of the most resourceful things you can have inside an agency for a series of reasons. The first thing is that when you have clients that get money from your service on a regular basis, so you know exactly that e-commerce that sells caps or that sells motorbike parts, on using Facebook ads with the proper setup and their audiences, they get clients, they get sales on a recurrent basis. You can easily ask them to give it a try to your Google Ads service, your Klaviyo service, or if you don't have that, you can have a preferred partner that can actually provide those services to them. Obviously, that things should be made with ethics, so the proposal, the idea should have a logic behind it, but overall that's the most easiest way, because if you can demonstrate or tell them why it's profitable for them also add this other service, and you actually have the data to determine that or not, they are the easiest and cheapest way to sell your services. Moreover, top type of clients appreciate the dedication. So the possibility to having someone to call or that I can explain them things or can make a presentation are really key factor that can distinguish you from your competitors and increase the retention rate. And increasing the retention rate of a client that can pay you a fee for $9,000, $16,000 a month is something really important for you and for your agency. So if you have clients that can afford fee from $3,000 to $4,000, it makes extremely sense to having someone that can actually handle them, talk to them, speak to them, and doing those things practically in the real life. Again, also for this position, it's really important, even okay, to hire someone that has a PPC background, a software development background if we are talking about software development. But what's really crucial here is to have someone that understands the context, that understands the situation, maybe someone experienced it. And an account manager will be someone that will really simplify your life, because you are busy with the delivery, with the sales part, with the accountant. An account manager is someone you can read this report and say, okay, I have a clear understanding of the situation and about what's going on with my top clients. It's someone that saves you time and important energy to work on the actual business, which is administrating all the parts of the business, as this graph says, that help you work on the design of business. So thank you for your attention, also the time. I hope you will find this content interesting. Probably in 2-3 days from now there will be the last email of this newsletter. So thank you for the attention and see you in 3 working days.